Good morning. I am Avasar sir. I am teaching economics in Sadhguru Gargi Maharaj College, Karan. Students, last lecture we discussed about market demand. What kind of market demand is there? In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the types of demand. Now, see, there are 5 important types. When we discuss about the types of demand, you will understand that these 5 points are very important. First, I will write all the points one by one. Okay? Types of demand. First type is called as a direct demand. Direct demand. Second type, that is, it is called as a indirect demand. Indirect demand. Third point is called as a complementary, or it is also called as a joint demand. Complementary or joint demand. Joint demand. Point number 4 is called as a composite demand. Composite demand. And point number 5, the last point, is also called as a competitive demand. Competitive demand. Competitive demand. These are 5 important types. The question will be asked, what do you mean by types of demand? So I have written here 5 important points, and I will explain one by one all the points. First, for our explanation, we take first point, that is, it is called as a direct demand. First, number 1, it's called as a direct demand. What do you mean by direct demand? When any commodity is directly demanded, it is called as a direct demand. Here, goods which satisfy their wants directly. Goods which satisfy their wants directly. Their wants directly. These are called as a direct demand. Goods which satisfy their wants directly. For example, it is also called as a consumer. Consumer directly demand this. Consumers directly demand this. For example, it is also called as a consumer goods. You can also call it as a consumer goods. Consumer goods. Goods which satisfy their demands, their wants directly. Consumers directly demand this, and it is also called as a consumer goods. Now, what kind of examples are there? For example, demand for cloth. Demand for cloth is there. For example, demand of sugar is also there. Sugar. All consumer goods. You can say there are many consumer goods. You know that these names, so you can directly say that example of direct demand. Just like cloth, sugar is there. What is important? You have to remember that goods will satisfy their wants directly. This thing is very important. Direct demand, and that satisfy their wants. Cloth, sugar, food. It always comes in direct demand. Now, the next type, that is about the indirect demand. What do you mean by indirect demand? Indirect demand. Point number 2. Here, what is important? It is also called as a derived demand. Derived demand. Second name of this is also called as a indirect demand. Is also called as a derived demand. The goods which are needed for further production. Goods which are needed needed for further goods which are needed for further production. Needed further production. Further production. Goods which are needed for further production. For example, here, if you want to see the example, that is, suppose this is a pen. We are interested here. You know that material is there for this pen. We are not going to take material and then we are not going to join these things. We directly demand for this pen. But somewhere production is there. The goods which are needed for further production. So this material is needed for this pen. The company is going to join this pen, join this demand and join this material, and then we will ask for shopkeeper that we want pen. So further production, the goods which are needed for further production, these are called as a indirect demand. All things are there. Plastic, you know, we are using plastic pens, plastic material is there, wood is there. So we are going to transfer that wood in the table and all these things. So wood is necessary to make tables, chairs. So it is called as a direct demand, is called as goods which are needed for further production. We are not going to demand it directly. Suppose you want chair, you want table. You always ask for, directly you ask for chair and table. We not go there for wood. We are not going to cut everything, because directly we are going to demand for wood, that is that directly demand for chair and directly demand for table. Third thing that is about the complementary or joint demand. They are also called as complementary or joint demand. Point number 3, complementary or joint demand. This word is very important, joint demand, complementary or joint demand. When two or more goods are demanded jointly, two or more goods are demanded jointly, not doing single thing. Two or more goods are demanded jointly. It is called as a complementary, and it is only for single want. Single want is there. Two or more goods are demanded jointly to satisfy single want. It is called as a complementary or joint demand. For example, car and fuel. Car and fuel. Example. Suppose only car is there and fuel is not there. Then it is not possible. Complementary demand, joint demand is there. Fuel is also important, car is also important. For car, fuel is important. If you have car, you must put fuel in the car. Then only your car can be run. So, car and fuel, these are complementary or joint demand. The person who is going to take car, he is going to for demand. He is demand for fuel. So, fuel is very important for car. Without fuel, car cannot be run. So, this is called as a complementary or joint demand. Okay, this is point number 3. Point number 4, that is about the composite demand. Point number 4, that is composite demand. Point number 4 is called as a composite demand. Composite demand. See, commodity which can be put for several uses. Commodity which can be used for several uses. This word is important. Commodity which can be used for several uses. It is called as a composite demand. For example, here demand for services such as light, washing machine. See, light example is electricity. So with the help of electricity, you can run your fan, you can run your washing machine, that can be used for computer. So electricity, it is called as composite demand. Electricity, with the help of electricity, you can put this electricity for many purposes. So it has got several uses. Electricity, it has got several uses. Same example, for example, suppose water and milk. Say milk can be used for several uses. For water, only one use. We can use water only for drinking purpose. For milk also, but milk can be used for many purposes. So milk, it has got more price than water. It is called because commodity which can be used for several uses. There are so many uses for milk. Same example, electricity can be used for several uses. It is called as a composite demand. And the last thing, that is about the competitive demand. Point number 5 is called as a competitive demand. Competitive demand. It for those goods which are substitute for each other. Goods which are substitute for each other. Goods which are substitute for each other. Substitute for each other. Competitive demand means goods which are substitute for each other. For example is like, for example, tea or coffee or sugar or jaggery. Example, tea or coffee. Tea or coffee, or it is also called as sugar or jaggery. Sugar or jaggery, they are given example. So, goods which are substitute for each other. See, tea is substitute for coffee. Coffee is substitute for tea. Again, if sugar is not available, you can use jaggery. So, sugar can be replaced for jaggery. Coffee can be replaced for tea. The goods which are substitute for each other, these goods are called as a competitive demand. All these types are very important. So, in this lecture, we discuss about first time, it is about the direct demand. Second type, what we discuss about the indirect demand. Third type, we discuss about the complementary or joint demand. 4th point, it is about the composite demand, and next point is about the competitive demand. All these 5 points are very important. In next lecture, we are going to check about the determinants of demand. Thank you very much.